So Asher is the adventurous one of the group, and he's always trying to make sure that everyone is having the best time. Everyone's having as good of a time as he's having, and he wants to make sure that that everyone is scared and as excited as he is, and he's always on level 10. He's always excited about everything, but Hellfest he's excited about even more because it's the thing that he looks forward to every year. And because his girlfriend is Taylor, who's also just as excited about it, it helps to make everything. It helps to enhance the experience for him because he has someone who's just as excited about it as him. I would say, like I had said this earlier, but physically, one of the biggest challenges was we had to pretend like we were. The film takes place obviously around Halloween in the fall time, so we were wearing like light sweaters and jackets and pants and clothing like that. And it was a lot colder than that because it was like right at the end of winter. And so for the first couple of weeks when we were doing our exterior shots, it was so cold, like teeth chattering cold. And we had big jackets, we had big heaters under the tents. Like when we were not shooting, we would go back into our trailers to get warm, and we had a bunch of hand warmers to cool our hands and our feet and everything. And then obviously once we started shooting, we had to take the jackets off. And so once the jackets were off, we just had to pretend like we weren't cold once we started filming and called action. And so just to pretend like your teeth weren't chattering was a bit of a challenge because we were quite cold. Some of us were a lot colder than others because obviously yeah, because they were wearing less. The girls were wearing less clothes than we were. I was wearing a sweater, so I was doing okay. I mean, I'm always looking to tell a good story, and I'm always looking to tell to be a part of telling a fun story or a story that means something. And this to me is a fun story, and to be able to be a part of a horror movie and a thriller is really cool. I know there's specifically a really passionate group of people who love thrillers and love horror films, and so I think this film is definitely for those people to be able to catch this film and see a classic slasher film with the classic elements that are definitely there, and with a new character and a new cast. And I think people who haven't seen it are going to be in for a treat. I think with horror movies, there's such an element of things of tropes and things that you see, recurring themes that are often used in from movie to movie, and because of that, people may tire of seeing horror movies, and so it takes a special eye to be able to look at a horror movie and be like, oh, this movie is different. What can we do with it? And this is a classic spin on it, and that's what we've definitely tried to do with this movie. We've tried to take the classic elements of horror and put a spin on it and make sure that it is appeasing to fans of the genre, but also different than anything you've seen before. And so I just think that it's not typically nominated because people are looking for something heavier in terms of storyline, okay, and because horror movies don't tend to be challenging to the human nature of typical human problems, then they may be hard to relate to because they're on a larger scale of human problems of just surviving, within the moment, which is something that we all face. But I think maybe people have trouble coming to terms with being able to relate to that. Yeah, I think that we are at a time in our history where we're at a really crucial point, and diversity is such an important part of telling these stories, because you look around you and you see all different colors and all different kinds of people, and it's really important to be able to represent all of those things. And so for me, being able to represent the brown and being able to come in and play that on screen and know that I'm representing that, it means quite a great deal to me. And cool. I'm excited to be able to help usher this new era in and open the doors for people that come after me. And yeah. Say, just be realistic about your goals, and as long as you're continuing to do something to accomplish your goal every day, or move closer to your goal every day, and you're realistic about the challenges and rejection that awaits you, that you can achieve your dreams. You can achieve your goals, and that you just need to be realistic and work hard and be a nice person.
All right, thank you much for your time. So let's hope
more terrible things happening in the world, and to be able to just be a good person, that goes a long way in this business. Just being able to be, because you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that are super hard to be around, but just being nice and being a person, it goes a long way.